Ayutthaya makes for an excellent day trip, offering a glimpse into Thailand's rich history and spiritual heritage. Once a thriving hub on the trade route between China and India, Ayutthaya grew into a flourishing kingdom that attracted merchants and diplomats from Europe. Sadly, in 1767, after a grueling 14-month siege, the city was attacked by the Burmese and left in ruins. Today, these historical treasures are conveniently accessible from Bangkok. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site on December 13, 1991, the Ayutthaya Historical Park offers a fascinating glimpse into Thailand's rich past. Whether you're curious about ancient architecture, enjoy exploring cultural landmarks, or simply want a change of scenery, Ayutthaya has something to offer. While many temples and museums charge a modest entry fee, rest assured that the prices are quite affordable. Of the free sites, Wat Thammikarat stands out as the best preserved temple, while the reclining Buddha at Wat Lokkaya Sutharam, which remains in impressive condition, is a popular highlight. Walking is the most budget-friendly way to explore Ayutthaya, but with the heat and the distances between attractions, it may not be the most comfortable choice. For greater ease, a tuk-tuk tour is a popular option. Tuk-tuks can be found near the minibus terminus and outside the railway station, where your choices will be more reasonable. Drivers typically charge by the hour, so it's a good idea to prepare a list of places you'd like to visit. Keep in mind that they're not guides. They'll drop you off at each location and wait while you explore. Most tours last 3 to 4 hours, depending on your planned itinerary. For adventurous travellers, exploring Ayutthaya by bicycle is a fun and popular alternative. If you arrive by train, head directly across the road from the station toward the river. There, you'll find several bike rental shops. A small ferry is available to take you and your bike across the river for a minimal fee. For added convenience, you can rent a bike at December House, located on the opposite bank near the river. Renting from there saves you the hassle of transporting the bike across the ferry. Free maps are often available at the counter to help you plan your route. If you're arriving by minibus, December House is about a 15-minute walk from the terminus. Head along the road with the terminus on your right, turn right at the end, and take the first left. This video's suggested tour is designed with cyclists in mind but can be easily adapted to suit your preferences. Covering a wide range of sites, it provides valuable guidance whether you're exploring Ayutthaya by bike, tuk-tuk, or on foot. Begin your journey at December House. From there, follow the road away from the river for about 1,300 meters until you arrive at Wat Maha That. To find the entrance, follow the left-hand side of the temple for about 30 meters, park and securely lock your bike, pay the entry fee at the kiosk, and then enter the grounds. Upon entering, take a right and follow the wall to its corner. Turn left and then left again. Shortly after, you'll encounter one of Ayutthaya's most iconic sites, the Buddha head entwined in the roots of a tree. Wat Maha That is thought to have been constructed as early as 1374 during the reign of King Wat Ratchaburana I. Its strategic location near the royal palace made it a site of great importance. However, over time, its prominence was eclipsed by Wat Phra Si Sanphet, another remarkable temple you'll visit later in the tour. Like most of Ayutthaya's key structures, Wat Maha That suffered significant damage during the Burmese invasion of 1767. While its main prang initially survived the assault, it collapsed in the early 20th century. Parts of the temple have since undergone restoration, preserving its historical significance. After visiting Wat Maha That, exit the temple grounds and turn right, following the perimeter wall until you reach the road. From there, head left and continue past the ruins of lakeside Wat Lokkaya and opposite across the road Wat Chumsang. As you proceed, you'll come across an entrance to Wat Thammikarat, a site you'll visit later in the tour. Follow the road as it curves left, skirting Wat Phra Ram, a serene lake that, according to legend, was once home to a mythical dragon named Nagaraja. Take the first right turn beside Wat Phra Ram, which leads toward Wat Phra Si Sanphet, the most significant temple in Ayutthaya. Built on the grounds of the original royal palace, this temple was reserved exclusively for royal ceremonies. Unlike most temples, it was never a residence for monks, further emphasizing its regal purpose. The 3 grand chedis at Wat Phra Si Sanphet were built to enshrine the ashes of Kings Borom Trilokanath, Borom Ratcha III, and Ramatibodi II. These iconic structures are a testament to the temple's royal significance. Unfortunately, much of Wat Phra Si Sanphet's former splendour was lost during the Burmese invasion. The temple's original golden covering was stripped, and a colossal 16-metre-tall golden Buddha, weighing over 60 tons, was melted down. Many smaller statues also fell victim to looting. Although little remains of the original royal palace, the majestic ruins of Wat Phra Si Sanphet still offer a glimpse into the grandeur of Ayutthaya's royal past. Next, cross the road to Wat Phra Ram, another temple that requires an entry fee. While well maintained, its best views are arguably from the road. If you're short on time or wish to streamline your itinerary, skipping Wat Phra Ram could be a reasonable choice. Wat Phra Ram was constructed on the cremation site of Yu Thong, Ayutthaya's first king. Like Wat Phra Si Sanphet, it was once adorned with a thin layer of gold, much of which was stripped during the Burmese invasion. Continue past Wat Phra Ram, cross the roundabout, and take the first left to visit the Chao Sam Phraya Museum. This museum showcases a collection of artifacts recovered from ruined temples across the historic city. After visiting the museum, head back to the roundabout and take a left. You'll pass the Elephant Palace, run by a non-profit organisation dedicated to elephant welfare. They run a breeding program and offer activities like feeding the elephants or taking a ride for those interested in a closer encounter. Cross the canal and take the first right, following the road alongside it. As you go, you'll notice temple ruins partially concealed among the trees. Keep an eye out for a sign pointing to Wat Lokkaya Sutharam. Turn left, then left again, and follow the winding road as it weaves between the ruins of Wat Warapo and Wat Ratchaburana, the latter of which is surrounded by water. Soon you'll reach the impressive reclining Buddha of Wat Lokkaya Sutharam, along with the few other remnants of the temple. Continue past the other side of Wat Ratchaburana until you reach the first right turn. The next major stop, Wat Chaiwatthanaram, lies about 2.5 kilometers away, making it a 5-kilometer round trip from this junction. It's worth noting this spot as you'll return here after visiting the temple. If you've already planned to visit Wat Chaiwatthanaram by boat or find the distance too far, you can skip it and turn right here instead. If you're heading to Wat Chaiwatthanaram, continue straight, then turn left at the end of the road. Past the Sri Suryothai Pagoda, and after about 500 meters, take a right to cross the bridge. From here, you'll catch a glimpse of the temple's prominent prang along the river. After crossing the bridge, take the first left to reach the temple. Please note that there is a small entry fee to visit Wat Chaiwatthanaram. Built in 1630 by King Prasat Tong, the temple was originally used for royal ceremonies and cremations. At the time of its construction, it was accessible only by boat. After being abandoned for over 200 years, the temple underwent extensive restoration by the Thai Department of Fine Arts between 1987 and 1992. Since then, it has been opened to the public. While exploring the area, you may notice a collection of buildings made from eucalyptus wood across the river. This is Siriali Palace, a private royal residence constructed in the 1990s during the reign of King Rama IX. After your visit to Wat Chaiwatthanaram, return across the bridge and turn left. After just 120 meters, take the first right onto what looks like a narrow country lane. At the fork, stay left, then turn right at the end of the road before taking the first left to continue your tour. When you arrive at Wat Lokkaya Sutharam, pass by the reclining Buddha statue and take the first right. This is the turn you noted earlier in the tour. If you chose to skip Wat Chaiwatthanaram, the journey continues here. Follow the road back to the canal, turn left to travel alongside it, and then take a right at the junction onto Yu Thong Road. This road largely follows the original line of Ayutthaya's ancient city wall. On your right, you'll see the modest remains of the royal palace. After the fall of Ayutthaya, the surviving Thais retreated downriver to establish a new defensive position near Wat Arun in Bangkok. By 1782, they had moved across the river to the site of the present-day Grand Palace. To build their new capital, bricks were salvaged from the ruins of Ayutthaya. Workers dismantled structures and transported the materials downriver on barges. However, temples were spared from demolition due to their religious significance. Just past the small surviving section of defensive wall at the end of the palace grounds, turn right into Wat Thammikarat. As this is an active temple, visitors are kindly requested to dress modestly and avoid cycling within the temple grounds. Historical evidence suggests that Wat Thammikarat predates the founding of Ayutthaya in 1351. As you pass through the temple grounds, you'll notice the three prominent chedis of Wat Phra Si Sanphet ahead and slightly to your right. Upon exiting, remount your bike and head left, retracing a portion of the route you took earlier. This road runs between Wat Maha That, famed for the Buddha head entwined in tree roots, and Wat Ratchaburana, which boasts an interesting history. Following the death of King Intaracha, his two eldest sons engaged in a duel to determine the next ruler. Both died from their injuries, leaving the throne to their younger brother by default. In 1424, this third son, who became King Boromarat Chatarat II, constructed Wat Ratchaburana as a memorial on the site where his brothers were cremated. The temple's full history remains largely unknown. However, some treasures retrieved from the site are now displayed at the Chao Phraya Museum. Visitors may enter the claustrophobic crypt via steep steps if they wish. After exploring Wat Ratchaburana, continue along the road past the minibus station for about a kilometre. At the end of the road, turn right to proceed. The first turning left leads back to December House where this tour started. It's an ideal place to rest, reflect, and decide on your next moves. For those who want to continue the tour, it's worth noting that the temples on the other side of the river are more spread out. Cycling to visit all of them will add another 12 kilometres to your journey. If the idea of pedaling further feels daunting, consider returning your bike and hiring a tuk-tuk. As mentioned before, while tuk-tuk drivers will take you to the places you want to visit and wait for you outside, they're not tour guides. Their role is transportation. The route will remain the same as it would if you were biking unless you wish to tailor it. For those continuing by bike, stay on the road for the next 800 metres. Just before you reach the bridge, take the slip road to the right that leads up to it. Cross over the railway tracks, and after cycling another 1,200 metres, you'll spot a chedi standing at the centre of a roundabout. This chedi is all that remains of Wat Sampluem. At this point, turn right to continue the tour. A short ride of a few hundred metres brings you to Wat Yai Chai Mongkhon, a temple steeped in history. Built in 1357 during the reign of King Ramatibodi I, also known as King Yu Tong, it stands on the site of an earlier Khmer temple. Like many temples in Ayutthaya, it suffered significant damage during the Burmese invasion of 1767. Today, Wat Yai Chai Mongkhon is a fascinating blend of history and restoration. Newer structures and statues have been carefully integrated with the ruins, many of which have been extensively refurbished. This harmonious mix has made it a favourite destination for tour groups. One of the key highlights here is the reclining Buddha, which was remodelled in 1965 after years of decay. For those with a sense of adventure, the crypt is accessible via a set of steps, offering a unique perspective for visitors with the stamina to climb. Continuing along the road, you'll come to Wat Phanan Choeng, situated by the river. This temple predates the founding of Ayutthaya, having been constructed in 1324. Remarkably well preserved, it remains an active and revered place of worship. Inside, you'll encounter Po To, one of Thailand's oldest and largest Buddha statues, a figure of immense significance to Thai Buddhists. The grandeur of this statue is complemented by two smaller Buddha images, dating back to 1357, each offering a glimpse into the temple's rich history. Of course, if you're visiting Wat Phanan Choeng as part of a boat excursion, you may choose to bypass it on this road tour. From here, retrace your route past Wat Yai Chai Mongkhon and cross straight over the chedi at the Wat Sampluem roundabout. Continue onward toward Wat Maheyong. After approximately 1 kilometre, watch for the signs and turn right. Follow the road to the left of the ruins. You'll find both the entrance and the ticket booth along the far wall. Dating back to either 1424 or 1438, depending on the source, Wat Maheyong was later restored by King Tai Sa in 1711. Today it is largely a ruin, with many structures visibly tilted. Despite its condition, it is still an active temple. Visitors are asked to show respect by removing their shoes before entering the central building. Wat Maheyong serves as the final stop on this tour, offering a quiet and reflective close to your journey through Ayutthaya. Travelling to Ayutthaya from Bangkok by public transport is straightforward. Over 30 trains depart daily from Bang Sir Station, which connects to Bangkok's metropolitan rail network. Alternatively, buses and minibuses frequently leave from Mo Chit, providing flexible options for visitors. To assist with navigation, a detailed map of the recommended route is included. For more information and videos about Bangkok, check out our website at goingtobangkok.com. Just click the link in the description and start planning more adventures today.